Winter vacation had come to an end, and the third term was officially underway. Corona had asked me to see if Orihime would be willing to give her a tour of Meiko Academy. Orihime, of course, said she would. Since I was the one who set it up, I'd come with Corona to the school. It's a pretty expensive school, right? That was the first thing she had to say? I was pretty sure this wasn't her first time seeing the school. Your family seems pretty well off to me. Yeah, and besides, I don't think they need to pay for Takeichi's college anyway, right? But isn't Takeichi kinda good at basketball, right? Can't he like get a scholarship? The school building looming up in front of us did give the impression that it had cost quite a bit of money. I don't think they would have told you to go here if they couldn't afford it. If it's something they want, you shouldn't worry about it. There are always scholarships. If you're really worried about money, you could try for one of those. Exactly. Exactly, top 70 student, right? She sure sounded confident about herself. I'm pretty sure she should be able to get a scholarship. Maybe Corona was a better student than I had imagined her to be. I mean, she has to be. 96 average. 96! I never even had a 96 average in one subject. Mainly because I never tried, but the highest I got was probably like 99 something on English. And even that was just purely due to playing games online and all that shit. As we entered the building, Corona's exclamation of wonder grew. Sugoi! We were standing in an atrium made of glass that really made it clear that it was a private school. I understand how you feel, but you should try and keep your voice down. Corona attempted to match the composed mood of those around us by adopting a more refined attitude. She tried to walk more gracefully, but she just ended up looking more awkward than ever. What, you're not used to standing up straight? You're trying too hard, just relax. Relax your shoulders. You can do this. Practice what? Do they walk a certain way here? She was treating this as a rehearsal, huh? I'd set this up as a casual tour, but Corona seemed to be taking this visit very seriously indeed. She soon decided that she couldn't mimic everyone's graceful walking style in such a short period of time, and started walking as silently as she could. Corona was now speaking softly to match her silent footfalls. I smiled at the way she was acting as I answered her question. I was taking you to the Astronomy Club to go find Orihime first. She should be the one who's going to show you around. Corona would be more at ease if Orihime was with us. I stole a sidelong glance at Corona. She looked overawed by the grandeur that was Meiko Academy. I had a pretty good feeling about this trip. Astronomy Club. Capital letters. A nameplate hung on the door. Excuse us. Oh no, are they doing this again? Are they doing this again? Remember the first time in the very beginning when we entered the Astronomy Club here too, right? Orihime was like trying to do some black magic voodoo shit on us or something. Watch your step. Here, give me your hand. Corona was clearly uneasy at the thought of entering a dark room. This was my second time though, so I knew what to expect. Yep. Right, lay it on me, Orihime. I was actually surprised that they were doing this again. Oh, come on, Orihime. Wait, I'm one of the sisters? I'm a guy sister? Whoosh. Uh-oh, here we go. A single lamp lit up. The only thing visible in the gloom was a dark silhouette. The figure was wearing a hood. I couldn't quite make out the face, but I was sure it would be the same as the first time I'd been here.
星の巡り合わせは
Wait,
我々をつないでくれました。ことほぎましょう。出会いを。
I
ク
could
レ
be
アデスの姉妹
wrong.
に祝福を。
I could be wrong, but it looks more like Honoka. At least from like the parts of her hair that we see. It's like from underneath the blanket that she has on top of her head.
なんだか難しそうなこと言ってるけど、なんだろう、ワクワクするね。
This seems more like we're joining the occult club or something, right?
北の星来たるとき、むつら星一同に返す。そして黄金の時は始まりを迎えるのです。ご覧なさい、運命の車輪を。
The Wheel of Fate?
運命の車輪っていうか暗すぎて見たくても見えないよ。
Yeah, can we turn on a second lamp? The figure was holding up a card, but it was too dark to see anything more than its shape. Or it feels like we're about to get our future read in like a circus or something, right? Or a carnival. There were fewer lamps than last time, making the room much darker.
明かりつけるね。出ないと顔が見えないもん。
Yeah, turn it on, Corona.
待ってください。
The shriek was too late. Light flooded the room, obliterating the darkness. Yoshi? Yep. Got him, I knew it was Honoka. I could tell by her hair. I had thought it was Orihime, but apparently it had turned out to be Honoka instead.
ようこそ、お二人とも。明光学院天文部部長、吉岡ほのかが歓迎いたします。
Hi. Why is she acting like she's never met us before? Orihime was there too. She had apparently been watching the entire thing play out from the corner of the room. I actually feel like this is Honoka practicing and Orihime is teaching her, right? Because Orihime is quitting soon. I'm pretty sure this is like their standard quote-unquote greeting to anybody who enters the astronomy club, or like who comes here and has interest in joining or anything like that. And Orihime did it last time, right? But the fact that Honoka is doing it now, and Honoka is sort of taking over the reins for Orihime the moment she officially retires, I have a feeling Orihime was actually just like critiquing her. It was like, that's a 7 out of 10. You can still do much better, Honoka. Not enough boobs.
吉岡、どうして辞めてしまったの？
Yeah, see, you gotta commit. Even if the light is still on, just close your eyes. Pretend that it's still dark.
私にはこんなの無理です。明光学院天文部の伝統なのに。
Oh, really? That's a tradition? She's passing on the tradition to the next generation.
会長が勝手に決めた伝統です。
That made sense. I found it hard to believe that this has been going on for a long
ロ
time.
ットカードもまだ本領発揮していませんのに。もう普通にしましょう。そもそもお二人とは顔見知りなのですから。
It looked like Honoka was only doing this because Orihime had forced her into it. She'd gone along with it for a while, but it looked like this was just as much as she could take.
もういいわ。じゃあ吉岡、鈴かしこまりました。
She stiffened her posture and turned back to face Corona and me,
久
or
壁コロナさん、
stiffened.
今回は明光学院の見学を希望されるということでよろしいですか？
Yep. What's with the formal talk though? Like we know each other.
はい。明光学院天文部部長、大下駄の吉岡ほのかはあなたを心より歓迎いたします。
Taigeta?
どうぞこちらにご案内しますので。
Honoka grabbed Corona's hand and started to lead her out of the room.
ちょっと待って。秋兄は一緒じゃないの？
You want me to come with?
案内の許可を取れたのは入学希望者のあなただけですので。
Really?
ごめんなさいね。い
Aww.
ろいろ堅苦しい学校で。
Aw, I'm sorry. I'll still be with you in your mind, okay, Corona-chan? I'd been in the school a few times on business with the astronomy club, but it looked like I wasn't going to be allowed to just wander around. Corona was going to be applying at the school, so she had a reason, but they weren't about to let a boy from another school just tag
コ
along.
ロナさんが吉岡に案内してもらっている間、彼にはこちらで待機していただくわ。
Are you going to be alright without me?
平気だよ。コロナだってもう子供じゃないんだし。
She was clearly acting braver than she was. Still, I wanted to respect her
なら
efforts.
結構ね。吉岡、
Alright,
お願い。
I'll just chillax here with Orihime.
かしこまりました。では参りましょう。コロナさん。じゃあ行ってくるね。
Bye bye, Corona. Corona followed Honoka out of the room and around the corner. I was left behind with Orihime.
せっかく準備したのに。
Orihime grumbled to herself as she picked up the tarot cards on the table.
コロナさんなら絶対喜んでくれると思ったのよ。ねえ、空見くんもそう思わない？
You're asking me? How do I know? I was thrown off a little at the sudden question. Even though we were the only two people in the room, she still somehow ended up getting really close before speaking. You're kinda close.
失礼。つい興奮してしまったわ。
Oh, that's okay, girl. Get more carried away if you want to. We're all alone after all. It didn't even seem to faze her as she backed away and gave me some
そ
space.
れで、あなたはどう思う？
Yeah, I agree. I think Corona would have enjoyed your performance. But why did you have Honoka take over your role? I feel a little bad for her. You're kind of forcing this on her. That was the bigger problem. Orihime loved all the theatrics, but Honoka wasn't very well suited to
や
them.
はり吉岡には荷が重かったかしら。
Everyone has things they're good at and others that they aren't. She shouldn't have to be forced to participate in some random club tradition. And yet she never seemed to complain about it. Orihime, what kind of astronomy club head are you looking for?
そうね。以前は天文部の存続だけを考えていたわ。でも今はもっと先を求めていると思うの。
You mean, like expanding the Six Stars Club? Or do you mean even beyond that?
人の望みは果てしなく高みへと登っていくものなのね。
Yeah, it's never enough. It's never enough, you constantly want more. Orihime walked over to the celestial globe in the center of the room. She looked down at it and let out a sigh.
コロナさんは明光学院に入ってくれるかしら。
Orihime looked up at me with an almost desperate
彼
expression.
女が見学を希望してくれたと聞いて胸が躍ったのよ。もし彼女が入ってくれたら吉岡に後輩ができる。あの子は一人にならずに済む。
Yeah,
そんなこちらの事情、コロナさんには関係のない話なのよね。
Orihime apparently had her own reasons for hoping that Corona would come here. It also seemed to be making her feel a little guilty. Corona isn't going to feel obligated to come here because of that. She's going to decide which school she goes to on her own. What club she joins will also be her own choice. She'll also be the one to decide how she's going to respond to your soliciting as well.
それもそうね。私は彼女を見くびっていたのかもしれません。
I mean, she is her own woman after all, okay?
流されてどうにかなるような子ではないものね。
Orihime's expression finally returned to
明
normal.
光学院のいいところをアピールしても問題ないかしら。それと天文についても彼女にもっともっと星を好きになってもらいたいわ。
I think that would be great. I had no idea how Corona would feel about it, but there was nothing wrong with wanting to introduce others to the things you were passionate about. Orihime always got this glint in her eyes when she was talking about the stars and the legends behind them. It was enchanting.
では早速準備ね。空見くん、申し訳ないけれど手伝ってくれる？
Anytime, anything for you, Orihime. Always. Not at all. I'd be happy to see Corona take an interest in the stars too. The more the merrier. That settled, Orihime and I got to work. It seemed like Orihime had planned on doing this even before our talk, because most of the preparations were already done.
コロナさんが見学を終えた後、天文部についてじっくり説明しようと
Of
思ってい
course.
たの。
It was a two for one for her, right? She's like, oh yeah, first I'm gonna convince Corona to come to the school, and then afterwards I'm gonna convince her to join the astronomy club.
衣装はこれよ。吉岡に着てもらうつもりだったのだけど。
Wait, what? Clothes? What do you mean clothes?
空見くんでも似合いそうね。よかったわ。
What are you talking about? For some reason, I was getting a bad feeling about this. Don't tell me I got a cross-dress or something, right? Isn't that...
サイズに余裕はあると思うから心配は無用よ。
Yeah, that's not what I'm worried about, okay? That's not the problem. Isn't that for a girl? I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it looked an awful lot like a skirt. Oh, hell no! I'm not wearing a skirt!
大丈夫。空見くんは綺麗なお顔してるもの。きっとよく似合うわ。
Oh, don't say that to me. Don't say me that I have a girly face or something that I would look great in a skirt. How is that supposed to be comforting?
5章ですから。お願い。プレアデスの姉妹は女の子でないとダメなのよ。
Really? Is this really for the future generation of the club? Or just for your own perverted sick fetishes, huh, Orihime? Which one is it? Which one of the two is it? I guess that meant it was Maya's outfit. Oh my god, really? No way. No, Orihime said she was going to have Honoka wear it. So, that would mean it was Taigeta's. Whatever. I couldn't tell the difference between Taigeta's and Maya's outfits anyway. Why didn't you ask Honoka to do this?
吉岡の反応を見たでしょ。こういうの得意ではないと思うの。
You think I am? Neither am I. In fact, I'm really bad at this.
でも空見くんなら何とかしてくれると信じているわ。むつら星の会に希望を取り戻してくれたように、明光学院の天文部にも新たな光を灯してくれるはず。
Orihime placed a tarot card in front of me. It was a star card, and it was in an upright position.
どうかしら？
What does that mean? What does the star card mean? Did you just pick that one out of the deck?
運命とは自分の力で選び取るものよ。妖精プレイオーネの娘マイヤよ。あなたの運命はこの私が見つけて差し上げましょう。迷える末娘メローペをいざないなさい。
Merope!
星々はきっとあなた方姉妹を祝福してくれることでしょう。
Oh god. She flipped over the star card. I could no longer see the fate that Orihime had chosen.
さて、あなたは
Oh god. What do we do? Wait, why are we looking at her boobs? But she was certainly putting on an air of confidence, but I kept catching glimpses of doubt. I guess she felt guilty for trying to coerce me into going along with her, so she was trying to cover it up with theatrics. Just this once. After seeing how anxious she was about today, I couldn't bring myself to say no.
空見くん、ありがとう。あなた以
Whoa,
上
whoa, whoa,
にマイヤ
whoa.
にふさわしい人はいませんわ。
Oh my god, the things you do for girls, huh? She looked overjoyed as she took my hands in hers. Orihime's hands were faintly moist from her excitement. Wet hands? Making them warm to the touch. They were also very soft.
ならば、より完璧なマイヤにする必要がありますわね。
Why did she have moist hands? Moist. Moist. She squeezed her hands tighter as if to make sure that I wouldn't try and
お
escape.
肌も綺麗ね。
Oh god.
お化粧のノリもさぞかしいいことでしょう。
Can somebody remember what visual novel? I think it wasn't even that long ago. What visual novel did I play where one of the characters as well really liked that I or kind of like not even forced but just kind of suggested that I should dress up or liked the fact that I would dress up in girl clothes as well? Oh god. Well, is that really just something that some girls really like? To make guys dress up in girls' clothing? I really don't get it. Makeup?
安心して、すべてを私に任せて。え？決して悪いようにはしませんわ。
Wearing a skirt is that's one thing, okay? But to wear makeup? I mean, I've worn makeup before, okay? Granted, it was during sleepover parties when, you know, there are other girls present, and then if you fall asleep, you know, fucking girls are gonna fuck around with you and put makeup on your face and shit. Yeah, that happened to me twice. Fuck that shit. Somehow, I had my doubts. I was quickly beginning to regret my decision.
急ぐわよ、マイヤ。のんびりしていると二人が戻ってきてしまいますわ。
Oh my god, why am I doing this? Somebody shoot me now. Whoa, hold on a minute! Before I knew what was happening, Orihime began unbuttoning my shirt. Whoa, whoa, girl, this is very, very forward. She was really good at it too. Damn, girl. How are you good at unbuttoning shirts? It happened so fast that I didn't even get a good chance to see how she had done it. Damn. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck are we wearing? Oh my god. Why is she taking pictures? No, this is going up on her Instagram. Orihime, motherfucker. Stop calling me Maya already and stop taking goddamn pictures. I don't need there to be eternal proof of this moment, okay? God damn. I'm beat. Our little play, The Pleiades Maidens, directed by Orihime Shiratori and starring Akito Sarami, had finally come to an end. Oh my, no. Oh, please, don't tell me Orihime put it in like the 6 Stars Club group chat. I know, I'm ignoring it. My forced cross-dressing had become unexpectedly popular. Orihime had apparently taken pictures and decided it would be okay for them to put them in our 6 Stars group chat. Orihime! Oh my god. The explosion of messages was only to be expected. Are you kidding me, Corona? You liked it too? Corona was looking at the picture of me in a dress, again, and sighing. Can't you leave it alone already? I don't know if it was Orihime's skill at applying makeup or what, but I didn't even recognize myself when I looked into the mirror. It was so good that I probably could have been mistaken for a girl in the right lighting. Really? Damn, do we look that good, or do we just like, was the makeup that great, or do we just actually look that a little bit feminine? Nothing if you're a girl, but I'm a guy. I don't know if it's because I was ignoring the messages, but my phone wouldn't stop going off. I had it set to vibrate, and it was almost constantly shaking in my pocket. Well, I guess if we ever do decide to transition, I guess I can seek comfort in the fact that I would look beautiful, maybe? At least according to the ladies. Corona turned her brand new phone around to show me the screen. The chat lock in the app we were using was ridiculously long. Fine. I'll look at it. The 6 Stars Club had a group chat set up. I opened it and was met with a huge number of unread messages. Ikari, shouldn't you be in like some other Asian country? What the fuck are you replying to the message for? What do you mean amazing? Oh god. No, Saya saw it too. Oh no, Naroi, are you trying to embarrass me further? What? She made videos too? Don't you dare upload it on YouTube, Orihime. I will fucking strike down your channel, DMCA that shit. After that, Orihime uploaded a video which only added fuel to the fire. No! She really never thinks about the consequences of her actions, does she? When had she even taken that video? If I had known, there was no way I would have left before making her delete it. I don't know. Can I buy a gun somewhere, or do I have to like move to the other side of the country? Or hell, other side of the planet? I'll just pretend like I didn't see anything. There was nothing I could do about it at this point. Things had already gone beyond my control. It wasn't really a solution, but I switched my notifications off and continued on my way home. This is a temporary solution. Did you have fun? Was it a good tour, Corona? Did you have a good picture about what school life would be like at Meiko Academy? The bus was rocking back and forth a little as Corona thanked me again. What did you think of the school? Nice. It appeared that Honoka had performed her duties well.
ナイフとフォークが出てくるとは思わなかったな。
Wow, they even had dinner utensils? Holy shit. In my school, I have to bring my own utensils. Mako Academy was even fancier than I thought. Lunch is an important part of learning after all. My school's not bad, but it doesn't come anywhere near the level of Mako. Mako Academy's lunchroom looked more like a dining hall than a cafeteria. It had a large menu that rivaled most restaurants, and had a reputation for tasting great too.
名工は学費高いって聞いてるけど、ちゃんと反映されてるなってのが分かったよ。あそこだったら楽しい3年間を過ごせるかも。
Really?
気に入っちゃった。
Oh, that would be awesome. I mean, the thing is, right, in the other common routes, Corona does join Mako Academy, but it's still possible that in this common route it's different. But I'd say it's probably unlikely, right? I feel like before, even without our guidance, without us sort of like telling her, oh, you should definitely go to one of those schools, and even coming along with her on the tour, she still decided to go to Mako. So now that we're like reinforcing that even more, that should actually make her go to Mako even more, right? So yeah, I feel I'm like certain that she'll end up there regardless.
まだ将来の夢とかよくわかんないから、名工に入るのが正しいのかわかんないけど。
If that's the case, wouldn't going to some place like Mako be even better for you?
どういうこと？
Going to a high-level school like Mako Academy will only increase your possible choices for the future. It's important to do whatever you can now to make it easier to follow the path you'd like to when you eventually do decide. Yeah, if only somebody fucking told me that when I was younger, huh? I think Mako Academy is the kind of place that would be able to help you no matter what you decide to do. In my case, I had too much going on at the time to really think about my future goals. The only thing I was focused on was becoming independent as fast as I possibly could. That just made me want Corona and the other underclassmen to find their dreams even more. And if there was a place that could help them realize those dreams, I wanted them to go without hesitation. So, about the Astronomy Club. If you aren't interested in joining, you don't have to feel obligated to.
なんで？どうしたの急に？
I don't know, they might make you cross-dress as a guy. Although I feel like cross-dressing as a guy for a girl is far less embarrassing than, you know, for a guy to cross-dress as a girl. I'm just saying, I figure you might feel bad about saying no if you didn't really feel like joining. Anybody might feel at least a little pressured into joining after a welcome like the one she just had. I would love for her to take an interest in astronomy, but I didn't want her to join unless she really wanted to. Yeah, we don't want to force her into that, right? We want it to be her own choice to do so. Orihime would probably get mad at me for saying this to you, but I think it's important. Her main priority at the moment was finding more members at any cost. Knowing the situation her school club was in, I couldn't really blame her. My school's club head had done the same thing, with me, yep. You'd still have plenty of time to think about it before you have to decide in the spring. Being passionate about the stars and inviting her to join were completely fine, but the decision was Corona's to make. I didn't want her to rush her decision and end up regretting it.
わかった。すぐ決めちゃう必要はないしね。姫ちゃんのお話は面白いけど、コロナがついていけるのかなって不安はあったし、あの夜、アキ兄と星を見て綺麗だなって思ったのは本当だよ。でもね、まだちょっと怖いんだ。コロナは星のことあんまりよく知らないから。
But it's never too late to learn. Would it really be the right decision for her to join the Astronomy Club and devote her 3 years at Mako to them? Some people yearn to discover more about the things they do not know, though that passion may also subside over time. Over time, the more they do learn. I wanted to say that wouldn't happen with Corona, but everybody was different. Forcing her to make a decision now would be unreasonable.
だからね、アキ兄。また今度コロナの相談に乗ってくれる？
Of course, I'll always help you out, little Corona-chan.
天文部のことだけじゃなくて、受験のこととかいろいろ聞いてほしいなって。
I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll try. I guess it was hard for her to discuss these types of things with her parents or Takeichi. That being said, We weren't even in the same year. Was I really the best person for her to be talking to? Of course. Anytime.
じゃあ次の日曜とかどう
Wait, what?
秋には時間空いてる
Wait, we're like, are you asking for a date, Corona? A study date? A school-related date? I might have to work that day, but I'm not sure. I'll check and let you know, okay?
分かったじゃあお返事待ってるからね
Aww. Could this actually like be the moment where if we choose... Because I feel like the choice to decide between the Corona route and Orihime route is probably coming up sometime soon. And I feel like this might be the time, right? If we do pick the Corona route, we'll be like saying, oh yeah, I can join you this Sunday. And if we pick the Orihime route, we'll be like, I'm sorry, Corona, I got work that day. Corona got off the bus to head home. I stayed on until it reached Mikazuki Station. It was already dark out by the time I got there. It was later than I had realized.
やっと帰ってきた。待ってたよ、アキト。
I'm sorry for being so late.
あんたが戻ってこないと店番抜けさせてもらえないからね。
Yeah, like I said, sorry.
ってことで、はい、あとはよろしく。
Yay, back to the neat life. Miss Miharu took off her apron, thrust it into my arms, and took off back into the house.
まったくあの子は。
I know, right? Jeez, I only just entered here. Can't even take like 2 minutes to decompress. Just like take a coffee or a tea. The manager muttered under her breath from where she'd been stocking the
いつ
shelves.
もすまないね。うちの娘が。
That's alright. I'm used to it.
空見くんもたまにはわがまま言ってもいいんだよ。いつも頑張ってくれて本当助かるけど、息抜きも大切なんだから。
I probably looked like I had fantastic behavior when compared to Miss Miharu. To be fair, almost everyone would. I thought it was already stretching my luck, but apparently the manager didn't think so. Oh, I have a question. Do you remember if I'm scheduled to work next Sunday?
日曜は今のところ朝と夜に入ってもらう予定だね。
Oh shit, a double shift? That meant my afternoon would be free. It looked like I would have time to have a talk with Corona. Oh, okay. Crap. I left my notifications off. My shift had ended, and I was looking at my phone in my room. I had a huge pile of unread messages in the chat app. I forgot I put it on silent to ignore all the messages about those pictures earlier. I should send a message to Corona before I forgot. That's when another message caught my attention. Oh! Or is this actually gonna be like Orihime asking us to do something on that Sunday too, and then we really have to like choose between either one of those two? That actually seems more likely. It's Orihime, right?
本日はありがとうございました
Yep.
非常に有意義な一日になりましたわ
It was a message from Orihime. She was saying thank you. There was nothing teasing about her message. In fact, she sounded completely sincere. I could even feel her proper upbringing in her
コロナ
words.
さんも我が名工学院を気に入っていただけたようで私は卒業してしまいますが彼女の入学が楽しみでなりません
Even if Corona did not end up choosing to go to Meiko, Orihime would be graduating before she started. Despite this, Orihime was still welcoming her to the school as a sort of a
と
protege.
ころで本日のお礼というわけではありませんが思い出したことがあります
Here it comes. Here it comes.
空見くんをプラネタリウムに案内するという約束ですわ
Oh, right, planetarium. Oh, that's right. I had completely forgotten about that.
次の日曜などご覧になるでしょう
See, here it is. Okay, this actually made much more sense. I knew that it like was kind of tied to that choice, like where she asked us when Corona asked us to do something that Sunday. It makes much more sense that it's just a directly conflicting choice where we have to choose between Orihime or Corona. Oh man.
お返事お待ちしておりますわ
Well, I do have free time, but I only have one open afternoon for one person. This Sunday, I had just been about to tell Corona that I was free to talk with her then. I guess it's good I saw this before I replied, but now I had to make a decision. Which one was I going to say yes to? Oh, Jesus. Alright, go to the planetarium with Orihime, meet with Corona to give her advice. I mean, we'd already decided beforehand, right? We'd already decided beforehand that my choice was going to be Orihime, then Corona, and last but not least, Hikari-chan, so we're gonna stick to that plan. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Corona. I'm sorry. I kind of really got attached to, like, her sort of future, right? Sort of helping her out with which school she wants to go to, giving her advice, this and that. I kind of really got interested in that, but I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna have to follow up on that later with you, Corona, okay? It's time to go. You don't get an offer like this to go with Orihime to the planetarium every single day, okay? Sorry, I'm going to the planetarium. I want to go to the planetarium with Orihime. I only had to think about it for a moment before making a decision. I wouldn't have been able to if I'd sent a reply to Corona before seeing the message. We'd never chosen an actual date, but I had made plans with Orihime first, after all. And it wasn't like I had very many chances like this to hang out alone with her either, exactly. Sunday works for me. I'd love to go with you. I responded to Orihime's invitation. Just then, my phone went off. It wasn't a messaging app, though. It was a phone call. Uh-oh. Hello? This is Akito speaking? Out of habit, I answered the phone a little too politely. It wasn't really wrong, but I felt a little bad about it. Is it Orihime? Hey! Hello, Orihime. For some reason, Orihime's voice sounded even better over the phone than it had that afternoon. Is this in regards to the planetarium trip we discussed? Ooh. Okay.
空見くんのご予定は問題ないのよね。だったらぜひご一緒しましょう。自分の目で見る星も接眼レンズ越しに覗く星もとても素晴らしいものだと思いますけれど、投影機によって生み出された星々もまた決して引けを取るものではないと思っていますわ。
I don't think I've ever been to a planetarium. That kind of seems like a fun experience.
本物ではない。偽物だと言って見下す人もいますけれど、私はプラネタリウムが好きなんです。あなたにもぜひその良さを知っていただきたくて。あ、ってご迷惑だったかしら。
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. I'd been listening the whole time in silence, and I must have made Orihime a little nervous. Of course not. Sorry if I didn't sound more excited. It's just that I don't hear your voice on the phone very often, and I couldn't help but get a little mesmerized by it. Oh, I'm not making fun of you. Really? Do you like my angelic voice? Oh yeah, I agree. Talking is much better. I agree. Using a messaging app was easy, but it was always better to be able to hear the other person's voice when you were talking about something important. That's perfect. Sure? Sounds good. I'll see you then, my fair lady. She actually sounded like it too. I was trying hard to keep my composure as I talked. Good night, Orihime. Have a good night's sleep. Cause trust me, tomorrow's gonna be a tiring day. We'd spoken for a few minutes, but it felt like a conversation that only lasted a moment. I hung up the phone, checking the screen to make sure that I had actually ended the call. Alright, yes! Planetarium date with Orihime! What have I done to deserve this? What have I done to become this lucky? I struck a triumphant pose right there in the room. It actually happened! I have a real date! Suck on that, Mom! You told me I'd be single forever! Ha! I showed you! Sure, it's an anime waifu, but it still counts, okay? Orihime might not be thinking of it in the same way, but I didn't let that get in the way of celebrating. Not only was Orihime on par with Saya when it came to looks, but she was older and from a high-class family to boot, and don't forget about those boobies! I thought the invitation to the planetarium had just been her being polite. I didn't think it would actually happen. I can't believe how lucky I am, damn! It's really like celebrating is like, oh yeah, I can't believe we got a date with Orihime. She's like way out of my league and somehow I still managed to clinch that date. Holy shit. Today hadn't exactly been one of my better days, but this had made up for everything. See? This kind of makes up for the cross-dressing part, okay? Not completely, not entirely, but it's getting there, okay? You're gonna have to do a bit more Orihime to make up for it. Cause goddamn, you took a goddamn video too, huh? But this does mean that she likes making videos. I was actually going on a date with Orihime to the planetarium this Sunday. That one thought alone had me giddy with excitement. I have to make sure I look nice, so as to not be rude. Oh yeah, we're gonna be all dressed up, we're gonna be in a fucking suit, we're gonna bring flowers, holy shit, I'm bringing out all the big guns, okay? I plan on wearing my best clothes. It was the least I could do in order to be polite to Orihime.